Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another of mine. This is your match preview for the big one, the Barcelona versus Chelsea game in the Champions League round of 16 at the Nou Camp. This might have been an emotional video, a trip back down to memory lane, and maybe, just maybe, it may be written in the stars like 2012. I mean, if you remember 5 years ago when Torres went down the score, we went to the final, won the Champions League, etc., that team was special. That team had passion, desire. And I remember that day I was 10 years old. I'm now 15, if you guys don't know. I'll be 16 in about 6 weeks. I was about 10 years old. I was actually in this house that I'm in now. I was downstairs with my stepdad. He's not really into football, he's more into rugby, but my mum was just like sitting there. She was doing like some clothes, she was like putting in the basket, etc. And he doesn't really like enjoy football, and I realised that I remembered it was a Champions League semi-final, and I told him to switch over, and the match had just started. I kind of pleaded him to switch over. He switched over, thank God he did. And then I knew we had a slender 1-0 lead. I was thinking, Busquets scored the first goal, and I thought, a 1-0, a 0-0 would do me. I said, park the bus, we can do this. A 1-0 will do me. And then Busquets scored, and I thought, fuck, we're gonna blow it. We're at Nou Camp, we've got no chance. The fans are behind them. They've already ruined our lead. And then JT gets sent off, knees Sanchez in the back, and I'm thinking, what the fuck is JT doing? And then Messi passed Iniesta slots into the bottom corner, 2-0, down 10 pen, no caps. I'm thinking it's game over. My dad's like, hey, switch over. And I'm like, please. And I'm really pissed off, I'm depressed. And I remember his exact words. He was like, yeah, it's game over, Barca have already won. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. And then literally 2 seconds later, Frank Lampard plays a beautiful ball through to Ramirez, who then chips it inch perfect over Valdez into the bottom corner. And now that's all we needed. We had the away goal, and we were going through at that point, and I was going ballistic, absolutely ballistic. And I was like, oh my God. Commentator was going mad. Whole game defending. Messi had a penalty, hit the crossbar. Iniesta hit the post later on. We had no chances. We had about 50,000 men behind the ball. No JT, etc. I thought we were going to concede eventually. They did score an offside goal. And then Ashley Cole booted it up. Torres. And the camera wasn't even sliding. I could just hear the commentator go, Gary never have an orgasm. Camera switched. And I was like, oh my God. And then Fernando Torres was through, and I was like, after this miss against Man United that season where he went around the keeper and missed, I was like, no, he's going to fuck it up. He went around Valdez, and I was like, shit. He slotted it in, and I was running up and down my high-pitched voice. I went absolutely ballistic, right? Frank Lampard, Ramirez ran over to Torres, and it was written in the stars, and I was like, okay, this is our year. That was great. Emotional, fantastic night. One of the best nights I've ever had witnessed watching TV. And it was incredible. I mean, hopefully it can be restored again. But like I mentioned earlier, that team was special. That team had fire, passion, desire. Not sure this team has it. But what is key for this game, vital, is if we lock up all the problems, put it to one side, and just for this game only, throw form out the window. And everyone has to give 110%. Everyone has to give it their all. We all have to have the belief. We have to play offensive football. We have to have the belief that we can go to Nou Camp and pull out magic. That's what we've got to pray for. I got a little fact that I need to give you, and I saw this on Twitter and I was shocked. I was quite amazed actually. And I remember one thing. In 2012 when we won the Champions League, Man City's won the league, and Man City were about to win a league. We were outside the top 4. We're currently outside the top 4. We had an Italian manager called Roberto Di Matteo. We also had an informed Brazilian called Ramirez. We now have an Italian manager called Conte. We now have an informed player in Willian. What do you call it? We beat Barca 2-2 at the Nou Camp. We could beat them 2-2. We won the FA Cup that season. We are still in the FA Cup in the quarterfinals. I'm just saying, just maybe everything is laid out nicely. And Chelsea are very good at pulling miracles, proving everybody wrong. Maybe, just as a stretch, it may already be written in the stars, and we might see 2-2. Now, my gut instinct is saying we're gonna draw 2-2. and that would see us through. And I'm pleading. My heart is saying we're going to win 2-1. But realistically, I can see us getting a 2-2. I don't know why. It's a very strong instinct. I'm usually right when it comes to these instincts. Trust me on this one. I usually, when I have these strong gut instincts, that 95% of the time it comes true in my whole life. And this is a very strong instinct. I'm telling you guys, I think we're going to do it. I really do. And I hope I do it. And I hope we can go through to the next rounds. But yeah, now that we come back from memory lane, let's get onto the game. Let's preview the actual game now. Barcelona. Now, since we've encountered at Stamford Bridge, Barcelona have had 4 games. They've won 3 and draw 1 game. Obviously, Messi was rested last game because he went to witness his 3rd son being born. But so he's rested nice and ready for this Chelsea game. Unfortunately, Chelsea, however, we've had 3 games since the Barcelona encounter. We've lost to Man City, lost to United, and beat Crystal Palace. Barcelona running away with the league in the La Liga. We are unfortunately outside the top 4, aiming to get that top 4 spot. Barcelona, however, did play a 4-4-2 diamond at Stamford Bridge. Obviously, if it weren't for the Christensen mistake, they were not going to score, in my opinion. They struggled massively. We had to be pushed into the flanks, and obviously Moses had Iniesta in his pocket. Alonso was very good. So I think pushing them out the flanks kind of limited them. So I think that they will not go for a 4-4-2 diamond at home because it did not work against at Stamford Bridge. So I'm assuming Barcelona are going to go for a 4-3-3 with Dembele, Messi, Suarez up front. Now, with doing that, that means their midfield is going to be weakened, and I think that's going to be the strength on the counter-attack. Now, obviously, now they're going to have more fire attacking power up there, which I'm worried that Conte is going to go with a 2-rock defensive midfield, and I wouldn't mind that, but I do not want to see a 3-5-2. We see 3-5-2, we are very limited going forward, and as we know, we need to score. If we're 1-0 up, and Christian didn't make the mistake, I'll be all for the 3-5-2. Compact the midfield, pack the midfield, and sit. And it basically pushes Barcelona out to the flanks. Now, in doing that, it also allows the likes of Victor Moses to push forward, Marcus Alonso to push forward, so I think that's a very, very good advantage. Now, in my opinion, we should go for a 3-4-3, similar to what we did at Stamford Bridge, but I do not want to see a force. I want to see a Morata because at least he can hold up the ball, he's agile and he can move forward. Olivier Giroud, however, he can hold up the ball, but he's not agile and he's not quick, and we need him badly. So I think Morata, and he's already played in Spain, Morata is going to be perfect suited for this game. 3-4-3, maybe a holding. I wouldn't mind seeing Bakayoko Kante or Drinkwater Kante. I wouldn't mind also seeing Fabregas Kante, but I wouldn't mind either. But I do want to see 3-4-3. I do not want to see 3-5-2. And I also do not want to see a false nine. We need a focal point, a target man, because we do need to score in this game. Hopefully Morata can actually pick up his form, not get a yellow card. And also the referees are more lenient in the likes of in the European Championships rather than Premier League. So some of the fouls he might get in the Champions League, he won't get in the Premier League. So if he falls over, he probably get a free kick, even though I'm not for it. Now, like I said, so my lineup would be 3-4-3, quarter one goal, 3 centre backs: Antonio Rudiger, Christensen, and Azpilicueta. Wing backs: Marcos Alonso and Victor Moses. 2 centre mids of N'Golo Kante and Bakayoko. 3 up front: Hazard, Willian, and Alvaro Morata. Now, leave me your prediction, your lineup in the comment section below. Like I said, I'm gonna go for a 2-2. It was emotional back down to memory lane, but like I said, written in the stars, and I seriously have a big gut instinct that we can do it. We can do a 2-2. So let's hope that I'm correct. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like the video if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you for my review. Also, I'm getting a trim on Wednesday, and I'll be doing a live reaction to the game, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I'll see you for that one. Peace.